Hey there, guys. How's it going? I know it's been a little bit. Well, it hasn't been like super long. I'm not out here being like, oh, it's been 3 months of my little hiatus. But I kind of wanted to do like a fun little video here. For those of you who are like, hey, dumbass Folon, you said you were going to make vampire videos. Where are those? Look, I'm very sorry, but my drive with vampire is struggling. All right, like I don't think it's dead, but it's not wanting to cooperate with me. It won't boot up. I'm trying to get the files off of it. Absolute worst case scenario, I will literally just replay the game up until I'm where I'm at. I'm pretty sure I could just blast through it real quick. Minus some stealth sequences. So I'm working on it, okay? We're getting there. Maybe this week. I'm not making promises, okay? I tried, all right? I tried and I'm trying. But this is, so I did something similar with this I did something similar to this, excuse me, with Valhalla, the cyberpunk bartending little video game. Big fan of that one. Right, I went through and I ranked all the characters, and I'm so emotionally invested in Zero Escape now that this is how I decompress and I accept the fact that that the last game happened. So I mean, like, look, I'm sure you know how a tier list goes. All right, like I don't feel I need to explain it, but I will. Hey, high, good. Low, bad. All right. I gave the tiers funny names. Haha, we did it. They're not really that funny, but it's just better than S tier, right? I'm trying a little. Okay. Last thing, I feel I have to get this out of the way. This is, of course, a purely subjective, my personal opinion on how I feel about these characters, which therefore, in my perception of the world, makes it objectively correct. And if you disagree, you are entitled to have your own thought process on how this should go, on who should be where and why, but you're wrong. So just get over it. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's just get right in there. Just dive right in. We're gonna go left to right, top to bottom, like a sane human being. I don't remember his name. This is the ninth man from 999. The ninth 999 man. The man from 999 was also the night. Look, you get it. All right. I don't remember his name. He was a researcher. He like kind of developed all of the puzzles, the traps, all the bullshit. He was an absolute. I'm gonna go ahead and say this right here. Hey, I don't remember his name, so that's not a good sign for you. All right, like if I can't even remember your fucking name, you're not gonna be doing too great here. But he was also a literal like jobber and an absolute bitch. Ace iced this guy instantly. All right, like literally right out the gate. He got fooled, hoodwinked into throwing his life away like an absolute clown. So I'm sorry, my dude, you actually are going into the lowest tier possible. What a jokester. Okay, you're a piece of shit. You take Clover hostage. I think it was Clover, right? With like your knife. And you're like, I'm gonna win this game. Woohoo! And then you blow up like a dumbass, all at the behest of someone else. Like, what an actual loser. Now, while we're talking about clowns, let's talk about Ace here, okay? Throughout most of the story, honestly, in the normie interactions you have with Ace before you find out that he's Hongo, right? Look, the leader of the pharmaceutical company that is the entire goddamn reason 999 is happening. Until you learn about all that shit where it's like, I can't recognize faces and I just wanted to see the faces. Like, it's actually the stupidest motive I've ever heard in my life. He was pretty reasonable up until then, though. Like, he was kind of like a little too friendly at times. But I don't know. He had like cool man vibes, cool old man vibes. But like, man, what a dumb motive. But it was also like really funny to me. So I think I actually put him intolerable at best. All right. I actually think Ace is better than the ninth man just because there were some pretty goofy moments with him and I kind of enjoyed it. Oh, also, now that we're at Akane, I forgot to mention, I am going to rank everyone individually from their separate games. I may talk about the development between them. So like, for example, I may talk about how old man Junpei has changed from ZTD Junpei and whatnot. But they will be individually based on how they are in their specific game. I feel like that's just the most fair way to do it. So this is Zero Time Dilemma Akane. I just like she's fine. Don't get me wrong. Zero Time Dilemma Akane doesn't like do anything wrong. Her biggest crime is the plot. Like being able to just be like, Junpei, let's just shift with you, Carlos. Like we can just do that. Like that's fucked up. That's not her fault. Okay, like she's not the one who decided that they could suddenly do this. You know, she's kind of just like I'm super smart about the multiple dimensions, so that way my team can have a fucking clue as to what's going on. I think ultimately, Akane, I don't think she hits certified homie. I think she's mostly reasonable. I don't know. It's a little too plain Jane for me at times. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I can't say. But she's not like bad. She's not tolerable at best, okay? I'm not gonna put her next to fucking Ace. Like that's insanity, all right? Mostly reasonable. I think her, I mean, really her only crimes are the plot. I can't in good conscience put her in certified homie. I just can't do it. Oh my God, Alice. Like, this is a character who I fucking hate Alice so much. This is such an annoying character who has no problem backstabbing, conniving, and just being a general literal shitlord as much as she possibly can. And then the moment anyone even remotely challenges her on it or brings it up about how she's being a shitlord, she comes into this like smug, oh, well, you're just stupid. You should do it the way I do it. But then the moment she gets fucked, turns into the most literal crybaby in the world. How dare you? You got... like, I'm trying to think of redeeming qualities for Alice. I really am. I'm trying to figure out how I'm not going to put Alice in. My motives are very complex. I'm really fighting for you right here, Alice. Like, the best thing you've got going for you is that you are a glorified calculator. I want to make that very fucking clear. Her literal entire purpose in Virtue's Last Reward, spoilers, by the way, in case you weren't fucking aware. I probably shouldn't have said that at the beginning. Hey, there'd be spoilers about the characters. If you're watching this, you've seen this series. Let's be real. It's your own damn fault. Your whole purpose in Virtue's Last Reward is to literally just do math. Like, that's the only reason you're there. Yeah, she kind of figures out the whole Myrmidons thing. I'll admit that. Okay, she figures it out. Ha ha ha. She knows how a lot of that works, but even then, Clover kind of knows how a lot of that works. I can't put her below Ace. You're going intolerable at best. Do I want to order these left to right? I think I do. So like left is going to be the highest side, right's going to be the lowest in the individual tier. I think she's better than Ace, all right? She's not objectively bad. You know, she's not a literal villain, but good God, is every scene with Alice just so taxing to me. It's just so draining. And I'm like, God, I cannot stand this character. Like, Christ. Now we're getting into some juice here, though. Carlos started very boring to me. I was like, this is the most like, I'm a hero, man. Look at me. I am a good guy. Aha. Like, he even looks it, all right? Like, look at this dude. However, near the end of the game, I really came around to Carlos. When Carlos ices Akane, that shit was rad, okay? That was cool as hell. He's like actually such a bro. Carlos at least goes into certified homie. I think he's probably going to be, I don't think he can hit Gods Among Men quite yet. Like, I don't think he's quite there, you know, like there, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a vibe check. All right. Like you know, my motives are very complex. So you failed the test. Certified homie is you ace the test. But this is like a whole, there's a big jump here, all right? I don't think he breaches the God barrier yet. But he's definitely high certified homie. Really liked Carlos. Straight shooter. Says it how it is. And then like, he's just so chill about it. And hey, you two, like you Akane, Junpei, what's your thing? You guys like dating? And then they're like, no, ooh, like their little anime, like, how could you say that, Carlos? And he's like, oh, my bad. Sorry. Just kind of seemed like it from your, you know, you know what? I'm going to fucking do it. I'm gonna do it. He actually does burst into the top tier. Our first top tier character, Carlos. I really like Carlos. He's one of the few original characters from Zero Time Dilemma that I actually really liked. And every moment I'm thinking back to all the moments where I was like, let's go, Carlos, let's go. I was so excited to watch him do things. Big fan of Carlos. So this is 999 Clover. Clover from 999. I have to think back because it's been a while since I played 999. Clover was like, the thing is, Snake disappears so fast, and once Snake does, Clover like effectively becomes a non-character. She just becomes this like mopey mess who's like, I don't want to do anything. Like, my brother's gone. How could you? And it's like, I get it. It's a very reasonable take, but you don't really get to see a lot of Clover like thrive and be a character compared to Virtue's Last Reward Clover, right? She does become like an axe murderer, and I will say that's pretty cool. All right, like that's pretty cool. She goes back and forth with Seven and antagonizes him a bit. I think she's a low, mostly reasonable. I don't think she's a homie. I don't think we're certified homie. I'd put her below Akane. I think Zero Time Dilemma Akane. I think that's where Clover goes for me from 999. I don't feel like we really get a lot of time with her to like see her, you know, be her, right? Most of her character development is I'm sad that Snake's gone, except for like at the very end. And at that point, you're paying so much attention to the Junpei Akane like story going on there that's like, who fucking cares what Clover does? Which is a fucked up thing to say, but like, look, it is how it is. Now, Virtue's Last Reward Clover, we actually get a lot more time with her. We get a lot more time with the character. We get to really see her kind of be her. She's still worried about a lot of stuff. The biggest downside to VLR Clover is that she's tied to fucking Alice. Oh my god, anytime Alice does anything, Clover has to also be there and be like, I agree with Alice because Alice, like, dear lord, and who killed Alice? Prove to me that you didn't kill her. Like, there's some whack shit. But I will say, she's got a lot more like personality and just like overall sass almost. She's kind of like this weird teasy and a little too flirty for me at times, right? That's not my vibe. But I think is she a certified homie in VLR? I'm trying to think, like, what actual crimes does Clover commit in Virtue's Last Reward that I'm like, I fucking cannot believe you would do this, Clover? And I don't think there are any. I'm really thinking, and I don't think there are any that I can think of. Like, she does some stupid pop-off moments. She kills Luna. That's pretty bad, all right? I don't think you can be a murderer in certified homie tier. I think you get mostly reasonable. I think she's a bit more, well, is she more reasonable than Akane? I don't know. These two are close. I'm not sure. I think I liked the scenes. Did I? I think I liked the scenes with Akane more than Clover. Yeah. So I think we'll go with it. It's, you know what? Pretty good. We're probably gonna have some people fill in the gaps here between these two. We'll see. Oh, Diana. Okay. I gotta really fucking think here. Diana is... she's not super plain Jane. Like, she's got some personality. I have to separate in my mind for Zero Time Dilemma. I have to separate from my mind how the characters are versus what the characters do and what happens, okay? Not necessarily what the characters do, but like what happens to them, okay? Because the first thing I think of when I look at Diana is her and Sigma fucking in the goddamn transporter pod, having literal children, and then yeeting them off to another timeline, Nazi war Germany, with their names written on their feet. Like, it's so fucking mind flooding. It's the dumbest plot point I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, it's so stupid. But that's not her fault. She's not, like, she didn't write the story, okay? Like, well, I don't know. Like, it is kind of weird. I think if I'm putting myself in her situation, I've got these kids, and I'm like, hey, we're all gonna starve. We got no more food. But if we put the kids in the transporters, the ones that we have here aren't going to get yeeted, right? Like, it's just copies of them being made somewhere else. But they will be able to actually have lives if we do that. I think that's a pretty reasonable thing. Diana does have to make some big decisions. Like, if she's going to fucking shoot Sigma in the head, like, that was kind of crazy. That shit was pretty whack. I think Diana's a homie. I think Diana's a certified homie. I like Diana. I think overall, big fan of Diana. The one bad thing that you could maybe argue that she does, that I can think of, I may be forgetting things, and if I do, I apologize. But the worst thing I can think that Diana does, and I'm not going to count like, oh, well, she voted to kill so-and-so team. That's so A, that's dumb as hell. And B, that shit is... We'll get there, all right? I'm looking at you, motherfucker. We'll get there to you, all right? I've got a rant for your dumbass. I don't have one planned. I can just feel it building up in me. Ugh. Like, most of the bad decisions she makes are because of that, or because, like, you know, shoot Sigma to save Phi and maybe not kill Sigma, or don't shoot to kill Phi and say, you know, like, it's not really her fault. She was put in that situation, but she did kind of cause Radical 6 to happen, the outbreak, by having everyone leave the shelter. But I don't fault her for that, right? Like, I don't think I would be strong enough to make the decision of, hey, we've been infected, we have to stay here and die and make sure this virus doesn't spread. I don't think I could do that. I don't think I would have the strength. I think I would fuck over 6 billion people and cause a pandemic, then throw my own life away. I really do think I would do that, and I think that's anyone who says they wouldn't, I think they're fooling themselves, all right? Maybe like 10% of the people who say they wouldn't actually wouldn't, but I bet if you were in a life or death situation where it was like, I can either stay here and starve to death, or I can leave and live, you're gonna take the leave and live, let's be real. So I think Diana can stay in certified homie. Motherfucking Dio. Left, excuse me. Sip of water. Motherfucking Dio. Dio is like such a shitlord, okay? He's such an absolute gremlin of a character, but I adore how much he embraces it. He is so unapologetic. He gets like mad when he gets fucked over, right? He's like, how could you, you know, like, this is fucked up. But he's not like bitchy about it like Alice is, all right? When Alice is like, I made the best decision and you're stupid for not doing it. How dare you do something mean to me? Wah, I'm gonna cry. Come with me, Clover. Like, that's what Alice is like. Dio is like a cartoon villain, a Saturday morning cartoon villain twirling his mustache anytime he does something, and I absolutely love that. Can I put him in mostly reasonable? No. He's like the leader of a terrorist cell that it's a part of a cult. Like, no, he doesn't go into mostly reasonable. I think I put him at the top of tolerable at best, though. Like, I don't know. I way enjoyed him more. Any scene with Dio was way more fun than any scene with Alice. Oh my god, Eric. Eric, why were you even in the game? I'm trying to think what purpose you served other than the incredible scenes near the end of the game where Eric had the shotgun and he would just point it at someone and say, who's the killer? Prove it to me or I'll shoot you, which is very dumb. I want to make this very, very clear. It's super fucking dumb. But oh my god, did I love it. Holy shit. I absolutely adored those moments with Eric. Listening to him simp for Mira was truly unbearable at times. Like, it got really, really annoying, but I think that actually outweighs in my mind the like, that is outweighed by him with the gun. That shit was so funny to me. I don't think he hits mostly reasonable. I think he is a tolerable at best. I think I liked him more than Dio. Eric's lows were a lot lower than Dio's lows for me. Because, like, Dio's lows, I was like, I get it. You're divine to be evil, right? Eric's lows were like, brother, you work in an ice cream shop and Mira is like the most bitchy, annoying character I've seen in my life, next to maybe Alice. and you're head over heels for her and you'll do anything for her. Like, brother, we gotta pick it up. All right. We gotta do a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could put him in mostly reasonable. He's not on the same tier as 999 Clover in my book. 999 Akane. Okay. 999 Akane, otherwise known as June. But I might say just June for simplicity, so I don't have to keep saying 999 Akane. That's gonna get real freaking annoying. June. I liked June. June, I think overall, she was kind of like adorkable at times, you know? That was like her vibe. She just has this like weird sexual tension with Junpei the entire game that in the game, I was like, you guys are in this life or death situation and you can't get over like, oh, Junpei, do you want to lay in the bed with me? That'd be weird. Haha. Like, it's so fucking weird. But now that I've beaten 999, I look back on it and I'm like, she is one of the people who designed who is the orchestrator, right? Her and her brother Santa are the two who set it all up, right? They're the ones who created everything. So she knew that they weren't in any actual danger. So from her point of view, I kind of get it. Because she was like, we're not going to drown. We're in a desert. We're not even on a boat. Like, there's nothing wrong here, you know? So I think I'm able to look past that now. Oh, excuse me. I don't know. Where does June go? June is minimum mostly reasonable. I'm trying to think if I want to put June in as a certified homie. Like, she kind of just feels like a damsel at times. I feel like she has a bit more personality than she does in Zero Time Dilemma, but I feel like she had a lot more limelight. Because in a lot of the paths, you have to hang out with June. In a lot of these paths in 999, I think I'm gonna put her as a homie. I think she's a low tier homie though. Like she barely hits up into you know, like if a 90 to 100 on the test is an A, she's like a 91. All right, like you got there, but there's room for improvement. Okay. Oh, 999 Junpei. 999 Junpei. Junpei from 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. How do I feel about Junpei? I don't even know, man. Like, he doesn't suffer from main character syndrome, okay? Like, he's not like, I have no personality. I am here to, I am a pair of pants that the player will put on. Like, he has a personality. I think he's pretty reasonable. Like, if anything, the only thing I could knock from him is the fact that he has this weird dynamic with Akane the whole time. Like, they're way too horny, I feel, for the life or death situation, but she knows they're fine. He doesn't. I think he's like top mostly reasonable. I think. I'm thinking on it. Yeah. I think this is no. I think he's a yeah. I like this. I think he's above Akane for me. The more I'm thinking back on things that happen, and part of that is because we get to spend more time with Junpei than any other character. Because he's the main character, right? So we get to see him interact with literally everyone. So it's not quite fair. Did I like him more than Diana? Honestly, maybe. The more I think about it, I think I do, actually. I think I did. I really like Junpei. I think he's a pretty good main character. Yeah, you know what? The more I think about it, the more I like where I've put him here. Now, Zero Time Dilemma Junpei gets a little weird. He gets a little weird and murder happy, but I kind of feel like it's a little based. I'm not gonna lie. Like, part of me really likes the new Junpei that's the edgelord. I don't think I like him as much as OG. Man, let me tell you though, what a glow up. Like, this is the photo that you didn't know was being taken at the middle school formal, whereas this is like your professional, you know, like you're a junior in college, you know, you're nailing your studies, and this is like hey, this is my Tinder profile pic, right? Like, what an absolute glow up here. I think personality-wise, he's lower than the original Junpei. I think he's the lowest certified homie for me. He had a lot of really cool moments that I really liked, like with the coin flip, where he's like, it's blue, I'm telling you guys, like, come on, like, let's be real here. And I just like his overall vibe. Yeah, I like this. I think he's a very low certified homie, though. Lower, like, if June is a 91, he's a 90, all right? Like, he barely scraped up into here. Oh, man. My boy, K. I really like K. K is such a sweetheart. I absolutely adore K. His path in Virtue's Last Reward is so goddamn good. I loved every moment I got to spend with him. I loved the rec room with him, and he gets to ride the little thing, you know, and he's having a blast because he lived his whole damn life in the research facility, right? Like, real big fan of K. K at least goes here. The real thing is I'm trying to think if K hits Gods Among Men territory. I think he does. I think he actually does. K is just such a Chad. He's a straight shooter. The only time he betrays people is because he's like, I'm going to leave and go get help. And based on, you know, when it happened the first time, I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Everyone could say that as they're leaving, right? I genuinely believe K would. Okay, if they were in a position where they could leave and go get help and come back, I really wholeheartedly believe that K would do that. He's a real good dude. And think about the times when there was Small K. Remember Small K? He was adorable with his little teddy bear. He was in the small little suit. Like, he's cute as hell. Love K. Great character. Don't mind me while I take a quick sip of water. I haven't recorded in a while, so my voice is failing me. So this might not be as long as normal. We'll see how this goes. Oh, sorry about that little cough. Oh, what was your name? Lotus. Lotus. Lotus is fine. I didn't have like a crazy good impression of Lotus, but I didn't have a bad one by any means. So we're looking at mostly reasonable at the lowest. She's like a cool hacker lady. That's kind of cool. She has like the hacking scene. That's pretty rad. She does sit in that chair in the torture room, and that took some balls. All right, so I think we're looking at a high, mostly reasonable. I'm trying to think of stuff that Lotus did that I didn't like. Like the worst stuff Lotus does is she's just the butt of the old lady jokes. Which, like, that's not really her fault. But I don't know, like, I think she's mostly reasonable. I think she's a high, mostly reasonable. Is she a certified homie? I don't know. I think she's mostly reasonable. I don't think I liked her near as much as I did Zero Time Dilemma Junpei. All right. Luna is a really good character. I'll go ahead and say it. I really like Luna. Normally, I'm not a fan of the like, I'm soft spoken and I want to help people, and my personality in this show, in this anime is I'm nice. Like, I find that shit insanely boring. Snoozed here, I'll be real. But that's just me, okay? That doesn't mean the character's bad. That just means it's not to my taste, all right? But Luna, the fact that she's a robot makes it way cooler for me. I don't know why. I really like that she has this really interesting arc at the end of her path where it's like, I'm a robot, so therefore I'm not a person. You have no reason to like me. All I do is programming. And then like they have that really heartfelt talk where Sigma's like, nah, you know, like you have like the debate, right? As if it's like the, you know, is she a person? Is she not? I still stand by, you know, I thought Luna, if I was in the situation where I thought Luna was a human being the entire goddamn game, or well, the entire time until the very end, I would still count her as a human. All right, even though she's actually a robot. You pass the checks for me. You don't need to be born a human in my book to be a human, to be a person, I should say. I know you kind of need to be born a human to be a human. You don't have to be born a human to be a person. Okay. And I thought that was super cool and super interesting. I do really like, I'm thinking back on the stuff I really like about Luna. I love all the scenes where she's got the scanner out and she's checking you out at the cash register. I like that. That shit was funny to me. Luna doesn't do anything bad the entire goddamn game. And it really hurts when you betray her. And she's like, how could you? Sigma, I thought, how could you do this? And it's like, oh, fuck, well, okay. I mean, like, you know, like, it feels bad. Luna's a homie. I'm trying to think where she's a homie. I think I liked Luna. I think I like Luna more than edgy Junpei. I think I liked Luna more than June. I think I liked Luna more than Diana, who Luna was supposed to be based off of. Did I like Luna more than Junpei? I don't know. I don't think I did. I think this is where she goes. All right, this is high tier certified homie. Pretty decent spot. Don't even get me fucking started on this character. What redeeming quality does Mira have? And for those of you who need a good bonking out there, don't be like, haha, her boobies are out. Like, I know that's why you like Mira. We all get it. You're not fooling anyone. Let's list off the things Mira does. She's demeaning to a lot of the characters. Generally kind of bitchy. Literal murderer. Actually kills Eric and Sean for no fucking reason other than I like to kill people. And Junpei literally cuts Junpei into pieces just for fun, which then causes Akane to go crazy and kill Carlos in one of them, right? And then Carlos kills her in the other. And let's not forget the fact that in her dying breath, when Diana, Sigma, and Phi were going to escape the facility, she unleashes the Radical Six Plague. Just like for fun. Just like as a fuck you to every single like, I get it if she wanted to like kill just Phi or Sigma or them for blowing her up. I wouldn't agree with it, but I could at least understand it. But the fact that she's like, I'm going to kill 6 million people, ka-chunk, like, oh my god, you are actually in My Motives Are Very Complex. What a truly horrible character with no good moments, no redeeming qualities. Awful. Oh god, I need to take a sip before this one. Oh boy. Phi is a goated character. All right, like I'm gonna be real. Love Phi. Funny character. She does like the fun wordplay in Virtue's Last Reward, which is dumb, and I love it. All right. She is pretty smart. She has like a real good head on her shoulders for a lot of the things that happen, and has pretty reasonable takes like 95% of the time. The one time she doesn't have a reasonable take that I can think of is when she's like, I'm going to betray you, Sigma, because you betrayed me, and I'm mean now, and I'm mad about it. Like, that was a little whack. All right. But I'm not gonna falter for that because she has so many other good moments. I ate a bunch of food to gain your trust, Kay. And he's like, oh, what? And she's like, yeah, it was dumb. Like, I really like Phi. Every moment with Phi was fun. Like, it was either she was killing the deductions, you know, figuring shit out, or it was like a goofy, fun moment. Who am I fooling? I liked Phi more than Kay. I think I liked Phi more than Carlos. Look, I'll be real to myself. I was like, can I put Phi at the top? I think Phi's my favorite character. I really do. And I'm gonna be real. Everything I just said applies to Zero Time Dilemma Phi. She goes up there too. You can't stop me. It's my tier list. What are you gonna do about it? Dripping out in both of them. I haven't talked about people's outfits really because it's not really something that I normally do. You know, this outfit was a little whack. I will say the like weird trench coat with the shorts, not entirely my vibe. Her outfit here, oh man, the like jumper kind of, the high waisted. Oh, that dude looking good. The glasses, good look on her. All right, I'll say it. I'm not afraid to say it. The only weird thing about Phi is that she's Sigma's daughter, which like isn't really her fault. I can't knock her for that. Like it's not really her fault. And if anything, in that dynamic between her and Sigma's the one being weird about it. He just doesn't know in Virtue's Last Reward. So I think Phi top tier character. Bro, what the fuck? What happened to Quark? When did Quark look like this? Am I losing my mind? Am I going crazy here? What happened to Quark? Quark is fine. Like, I normally don't like children. I guess full stop. I don't know where I was going with that. Just children annoy me at times. But I think Quark was fine. Like, he had like a pretty reasonable, you know, like he wasn't an annoying kid of, wah, I want to go home, you know, or like he had like kind of like a childlike splendor in a lot of things. I loved his dynamic with Tenmyoji. All right. Oh, sorry, I had a quick cough there. I love their dynamic. They have such a cute, like father, son, grandpa, grandson vibe. Inseparable. I really like Quark. I'll say it. The only times Quark goes weird is when he's infected with the disease that makes you go crazy. Is he a homie? I don't know. I think he's mostly reasonable, and I think he's at the top of it. I don't think did I like Quark more than Zero Time Dilemma Junpei? I don't think I did. I think ZTD Junpei had some goofy shit, whereas Quark just was like real wholesome. All right, you know, like, and I never disliked having Quark around. I wasn't crazy about him either. Q, or Sean, excuse me, that's not Q, that's Sean. Sean's pretty all right. I like he's like a robot. He's small Yoko Taro. That's bonus points. That's plus points. He holds the crossbow, which is really funny. That's a plus there. He shoots the old man in that one ending. Fuck him. Dumbass, mind hack this bitch. I got no brain. Kapew! Like, that shit was also funny. What does Sean do that I don't like? What are moments that Sean has and I'm like, man, homeboy? I don't think there are any, really. I really don't. I think I like Sean. I think I like him more than Junpei in his game. I think I do. I don't know if I like him more than June. I think I like Sean. He's just like, he wants to be a real boy. He wants to put his consciousness and be a real boy and have a real fun life, you know? Or like, you know, he's just like he's just a little robot kid. And then there's like the weird thing with the cables coming out of him. That's kind of whack. He doesn't have like a lot of personality though. Yeah, you know what? I'm sticking with my gut here. All right. I think typically as long as I go with my gut decision, I'll never be wrong. The more I think about it and try and reevaluate, the worse it's going to get. So I'm just going to keep him where he is. Santa. Oh, God. 999 was a while ago. Santa. So Santa has some weird moments that I'm just like, brother, what are you talking about? And the main one I'm thinking of is when he gives you the bookmark. All right. When he gives you the bookmark and is like, I don't like luck. I played the stock markets. Like, you know, it's just, he kind of comes off as like a weird, like, crypto bro. Or, you know, like, it's like, I made a lot of money on the GameStop shorting. You see what I mean? Like, it's just, it's like, that's a really weird conversation. I like his whole motivation. I think it's fine. It's great. It's a weird plan. He went through some weird shit, though. Ultimately, I don't know. What does Santa do that he's pretty snarky. He's got some claps that I can't remember specific examples, but I remember that being his overall vibe. Pretty based, willing to throw people under the bus at times. He's mostly reasonable. Is he a homie? What do I feel about this? If I look at this, does this make me mad? I'd have to do this, I think. And at this point, I think I like this. Yeah, I like that. I think it's mostly reasonable. Yeah, the very, very tip top of it. Every time I add someone to mostly reasonable, I'm like, they're the tip top of it, or they're at the bottom of this one. You know, I don't really add anyone in the middle of anything. 7. Okay, 7. 7's a bro. He's the cop. He's a cool guy. He's getting his memories back. You know, he likes to joke around. Seven is absolutely somewhere up here. Look, we're just gonna go ahead and knock this out. This is the lowest I could put 7 in good faith. I think I liked him more than Diana. I think I liked him more than Luna. I think I liked 7 more than Junpei even. Does 7 hit Gods Among Men? Is he a Gods Among Men tier? Compare 7 to K. I think he does. I really think he does, actually. Like, he's just some old, cop trying to save a bunch of kids. Like, he's cool. He's chill about it. I like to eat 7 and K, I feel, fill very similar roles for me in like the story, right? And I really liked both of them. I think I like K more. I don't think I like 7 more than K. But part of that might just be because Virtue's Last Reward is a longer game, so you get more time with the characters. But I think I like this, all right? Sigma. All right, look, like Sigma, the lowest Sigma's gonna go is Certified Homie. And honestly, like, I think the lowest he's gonna go is like the top of it. It's really, does he hit Gods Among Men territory? I think he does, all right? I think he does. I think I like Sigma more than 7. Do I like Sigma more than K? Sigma's like got weirdo vibes at times where he's like, I want to see you in a swimsuit, Fi. Like, that's fucking weird. But he's got so many good lines. He interacts so well with like the entire cast. He truly is a joy in Virtue's Last Reward. Yeah, I mean, I like him more than Carlos. I might like Sigma more than Fi. I don't know. Is more, at least more than Zero Time Dilemma Fi. Like, Virtue's Last Reward Sigma, I think I like more than ZTD Fi. Honestly, I'd probably put these two characters like right even with each other the more I think about it. And you know what? I'm gonna do it even the same over here. I stand by this. I think that Sigma and Fi, they've got such a good dynamic. They've got such a really, really good dynamic. And I really, really enjoy watching them bounce off each other. They have such good interaction. Yeah. I think they're about the same tier in their respective games together. They feel like a package deal, you know. They're the duo, you know. Like if you play it AI, right? Like Sigma and Fi to me are like Date and Aiba. Okay? Like that's the vibe that they have, and I really, really like it. You know, the buddy cop kind of like always got you. I really, really, yeah. I think you get what I'm going for here, all right? Snake is awesome. I really like Snake. It's a shame that he's not in like 60 to 70% of the damn game. But the moments that you do get to hang out with Snake, he's super fucking cool. He's like, yeah, I'm blind. What of it? I'll still whoop your dumb ass, Junpei. Try me. It's just a shame that you don't get to spend time with them. I'm trying to think, do I want to... I don't know. I don't feel like I have enough data points to put him in a higher tier. I think he has to go in, like, mostly reasonable. I think I liked Snake more than Santa. Did I like Snake more than ZTD Junpei? I don't think I did, and the main reason is just because I got to see more of Junpei than I did Snake, which is a shame, because I would love to spend more time with him and get to hang out with him more. So yeah, I think that's where Snake has to go for me. Tenmi OG is like actually, look, like he's probably like, honestly, yeah, like what an absolute Chad. There is contention for if he is above Phi and Sigma. There is contention. I don't think he is, but it's damn close. It's real damn close. Tenmi OG is like actually the carry of Virtue's Last Reward for me. I love this old man. Love him to pieces. Highly based, like insanely based, wants to do the right thing, you know, the most part, but is also willing to get his hands dirty, and he'll fuck over the people who fuck him over, and he's not letting anyone get in the way of him getting Quark out of there. All right. Just general old man badass vibes. Like when Dio's got the remote and he sneaks up on him and like kicks it out of his hand, or when he just like starts throwing punches and beating the shit out of people with his the sucker punch. Like I love Tenmi OG. I actually almost teared up when there was like the Quark root beer float ending and you get to see his sweet side and stuff like that. Incredible character. I don't even know what to say, really. Truly incredible character. And what a segue. What an absolute segue. Like, look, the tier's named after him. Okay, like the tier's named after him. What do you want from me? Like he's obviously going in the bottom. Everyone knew this was coming. Delta is a garbage character. He is literally never introduced except for one throwaway line in the game. And anytime they refer to him, they make it look like they're talking to the dog so that they can hide him for as long as possible. I don't think obscuring a character from the players is a good thing to do, really. I don't think that you can just like, I don't think that's like a big brain smart, oh, this old man in the wheelchair was there all along. Like, it's dumb as hell. His fucking mind hacking power is insanely stupid. It's like the morphogenetic field was dumb. I'll say it. It was dumb, but I thought it was kind of cool that it's this like weird, very situational telepathy. All right. Like I allowed it. And then when we started shifting timelines, I was like, this has gotten way dumber, but I'm here for the ride. Virtue's Last Reward does a really good job of setting stuff up. It was an enjoyable ride. It's dumb. This shit literally came out of nowhere. Its only purpose is to move the plot forward because a lot of these characters wouldn't make the decisions they did in order for certain things to happen. So they needed to have a way for him to actually be able to work and cause characters to make bad choices. Otherwise, the whole damn game wouldn't make any sense. I have nothing good to say about Delta. Nothing good at all. Terrible character. Horrible setup. Zero Time Dilemma was a mistake. I want it wiped from my memory. Any problems here? All right. Like, is anyone going to disagree with me on this? Gab is such a Chad, okay? He passes notes. He loves cheese. He's an old dog. And you know what? He'll sit there looking adorable as hell, just panting with the cold eyes of a killer while Eric guns you down in cold blood. All right. Gab, incredible. I can't put him above any other of the gods among men, but he's definitely in there. God, what the fuck was your name? Zero the Third. You had another name. Not Loperit. That's from FF14. The dumb rapids from that. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. What the fuck was your name? I don't remember it. Who cares? You're Zero the Third. Tolerable at best, I think. Like, he's an AI. It's not his fault that things are the way they are. You know, he's just doing what he was programmed to do. I think he's better than Ace. I find him annoying a lot of the time. I'll be honest. I think I still liked him more than Alice, at least. I don't know if I liked him more than Dio. Yeah, I don't know what to say about him. Like, his quirky have a nice trick. Like, I just found I didn't find it like annoying or I was like, ugh. But like it didn't vibe with me. I will say, and I'm not counting this into the character placements, the voice actor for Zero the Third absolutely fucking nails the delivery. Incredible delivery from that voice actor. But I think as a character, that's the best you're gonna get, is middle of tolerable at best. Now let me give this a quick once over and see if any tiers need adjusting now that everyone's been placed. This tier list is a lot more top heavy than I expected. When I you know, pulled up this website and I looked at it, I was kind of expecting it to be a bit more bottom heavy. Because I don't know, I zeroed in. Oh, excuse me. I zeroed in on like Delta, you know, Eric, Mira, Alice, like the characters I really didn't like. I like zeroed in on those a lot, but I didn't realize just how, like, man, there's a lot of goated characters. I thought this was gonna be a sparse tier, but it's actually the most populated one. Like, a lot of real strong characters. Huh, interesting. And you learn some, you know, I will say going into this, I knew Phi and Sigma were gonna be at the top. I knew Tenmyoji was gonna be at the top, right? But yeah, this is a good little recap for the, you know, a good stopping point for Zero Escape in my life. Oh baby, I wish we got a better ending, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's the tier list. Thanks for making it through with me, hanging out with me. I don't know. If you're here coming off of Zero Escape with me, then I'm glad you did the journey with me. And I'm sorry. If I'd known that's how it was gonna go, then whoo, it wasn't. I don't know. If I shift my viewpoint, this is devolved. It's no longer a tier list video. It's me just talking about the series, I guess. If I shift my viewpoint and try to care less about the overarching main story, and if I look at it as a character-driven story, I think I enjoy Zero Escape a lot more. But it's such a shame because Virtue's Last Reward does such a goddamn good job at setting up Zero Time Dilemma. Like, it asks so many really good questions and leaves you with just enough information to comprehend it, but just enough to want more. Like, it does such a masterful job, and then ZTD drops the ball so hard. It's so sad. But anyway, before we dive into that, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you no, what am I gonna do? Put the description of the website? I don't know. Maybe I'll leave the description to both games and down there, the link to both games in the description. I'll try and do that. Yeah, I'll leave the link to the Nonary games and Zero Time Dilemma on Steam, where you can pick them up and play them for yourself. If you're watching this, you were spoiled by everything. So I don't know why you'd buy them at this point. You've probably already played them. But it's there. In case you want it, it's there. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, or your night, or whatever time it is for you, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.